these is set right. I think it's this one.
You want me to take your jacket? Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wekiva High School welcomes you to Game 3 of our 2019 Mustang Preseason Classic. Please welcome our guests wearing the gold jerseys, visitors on the scoreboard from Lyman High School. They are the Greyhounds. And wearing the white jerseys, home on the scoreboard from Apopka High School, please welcome the Blue Darters. Let's meet the teams. We'll begin with our guests from Lyman, and we'll start at shooting guard with 6'4" sophomore number 0, Uchenna Kelman-Nichols. At point guard, sophomore number 2, Corinthian King. At small forward for the Greyhounds, 6'1" senior, number 5, Keon Davis. At small forward, senior number 20, Isaac Merrill. And finally for the Greyhounds, at power forward, sophomore number 30, Zach Mattingly. And the head coach of the Greyhounds, Sean Reddy. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Apopka High School Blue Darters. Starting at point guard, 6'1" junior, number 3, John Latimer. At guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Brandon Johnson. At center, 6'4" junior, number 23, Earl Lombardi. At wing, 6'1" junior, number 33, Devin Leith. And finally, for the Blue Darters, at forward, 6'6" senior, number 2, Zach Anderson. And the head coach of the Blue Darters, Mr. Scott Williams. The officials for tonight's game are from the Central Florida Officials Association here in Orlando. Tonight's game is being live streamed on YouTube as well as the NFHS Network. If you have friends and family who are not available to join us in person tonight, well, we're so sorry we missed them, but they can tune in digitally. Just have them point their favorite computer, mobile device, or smart TV app to our YouTube live channel, Wekiva Sports. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mustang Arena. Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, here to take you through tonight's game number 3 out of 4. Brandon Johnson gets the basket and a chance to make it a 3-point play. The foul is called against Zach Mattingly, his first, the team's first. To the corner. Davis getting a lot of pressure from Anderson. Greyhounds hold on to it. Kelman thinks about a 3, thinks better of it. Goes back to Merrill. Merrill spins. Darters double teaming, putting on the pressure, and it is a steal by number 10, Brandon Johnson. Latimer from the key, short. And the rebound goes to the Greyhounds. Deflection by Latimer. Greyhounds stay in control. King to the paint. Gets inside. Good look by Mattingly. No good. Rebound to Johnson. And we're going to get a foul. Greyhound foul is called against number 20. Isaac Merrill, his first, the team's second.
Just let me know if you want to do color commentary.
I will.
Darter basket by number 23, Earl Lombardi. Out of bounds, starters ball. And of course, that never touched a player in bounds, and that means it goes back to the original spot of the throw-in, except in Apopka's hands. So a bit of an unforced error there by the Greyhounds. Tried to be too cute by half, going for something in transition, and it backfires. Darters up 5-0, 2 minutes into the first quarter. Lombardi goes to the corner. Jumper from Leaf. A little off the mark. They're going to say that was off the Greyhounds. Darters will stay in control. Coach Williams encouraging his team to look for a better shot than that. Anderson tries to punch into the paints. Short floater. And it's going to be a miss and also an offensive foul. Offensive foul called against Zach Anderson. That's his first and the team's first. Turnover to Earl Lombardi, who is there and waiting. Zach Anderson in transition for the Darters. Good pick again. Zach Anderson on the pass from Devin Leaf, and we'll pause for a Greyhounds timeout. 30-second timeout requested by Lyman. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Slam dunk by Zach Anderson. Block is called against Darters' Devin Leaf. His first, the team's second. Traveling, Darters ball. And a lot of new personnel in for the Darters. Oh, yes.
The next one is I'm sorry. I think I'm top two, but I'm the official book.
Into the paint, nothing there. And a rare misstep by the Darters. Steal by Zach Mattingly. Good luck, too far under the basket. Deflected out of bounds by Myrick Davis. Darters so far clearly in control of the pace of this ball game. 4 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Lyman still looking to get one in. Good opportunity right under the basket, and there it is. That's Zach Mattingly on the inbound from Uchenna Kelman. Another turnover, back-to-back possessions. Uchenna Kelman. Shot is blocked by number 0, Uchenna Kelman. Traveling, Darters ball. And a 30-second timeout is requested by the Darters. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. And the pass to me at the score table will be out of bounds for a turnover. That is a violation to solicit help from the announcer. Just inside the line, and it's a long two-point jump shot from Myrick Davis. Backcourt violation. Darters ball. Latimer takes the ball into the front court. Traveling, Greyhounds ball. Checking into the game for the Greyhounds, number 10, Gage Kilman. Rodney Wenz picks up 2. And we'll pause for a Greyhound timeout, full timeout requested by Lyman. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and both coaches seeing some real flaws in their team's performance, probably Lyman more so. Was that in? Zach Mattingly gets the basket and a chance to make it a three-point play. Cameron James called in his first personal foul. Three won't go for Keelman. Easy rebound for Lombardi. Greyhound foul is called against number 20, Isaac Merrill. That's his second personal foul. And the team's third. Checking into the game for Lyman, Keon Davis and Caleb Fitzgerald. Johnson gets his own rebound. Three won't go for Leaf. Another offensive rebound for Lombardi. Johnson a little too hard on the pass. It goes out of bounds for a turnover. We hear Coach Williams over to the side criticizing the team's control. Three won't fall for Keelman, but it goes out of bounds off the Darters. Checking into the game for the Darters, number 4, Isaac Joseph. Brown tries to punch his way into the center all by himself, and he gets fouled. Foul is called against Darters number 5, Cameron James. That's his second personal foul, the team's fourth, and it will send Omarion Brown to the line to shoot 2. Brown is 2 for 2 at the line. James getting double team. Full court pressure coming on by the Greyhounds. Darters managed to get out of the trap. Try to go in transition. Oh, nobody's home. Out of bounds, Greyhounds ball. Checking into the game for Lyman, number 0, Uchenna Kelman-Nichols. Darters foul called against number 12, Chris Daniel. That's his first personal foul, and the team's 5th. Uchenna Kelman-Nichols scores a long 2. Offensive charge is called against Amarian Brown. That was taken by Brandon Johnson. It's Brown's first personal foul, the team's fourth. Johnson getting double teamed again. Greyhounds really bringing on the pressure. We saw this last night in the second quarter. Deflected out of bounds by Keon Davis. Checking into the game for the Greyhounds, number 3, Barry Brown. Darters will go back to the backcourt and try to slow things down for a minute here as they regroup. Less than a minute to play in the first quarter. Keep in mind that Apopka opened the game with an 11-0 run. They're now on a 10-4 run in Lyman's favor. 10-4. Putback made by Isaac Joseph. Foul is called against number 3, Barry Brown, his first, the team's fifth.
I assume he also turns it over then?
Isaac Joseph for 3, and that will be the last word of the first quarter. After an 11-0 start for the Darters, the Lyman Greyhounds prove that they're not ready to go quietly into the night, and it's a game after all. But the 3 at the end of the quarter makes it a 10-point ball game. 20-10 is your score at the end of 8 minutes. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena, ready for second quarter action here between the Greyhounds and the Blue Darters. 3 won't go for Brown. Offensive rebound. Number 32, Rodney Wenz on the pass from Chris Daniel. Foul called against number 2, Corinthian King, is first, the team's 6th.
Who scored?
John Latimer.
Sorry, assist from whom? For two? Yeah, it was a two-pointer, right? Oh, it was a three-pointer. Okay. Is that a turnover?
Yes, threw it out of bounds.
Remember who?
Number 10 threw it out of bounds.
Who scored that?
Cameron James from John Latimer.
What's that? Three for who?
30-second timeout requested by the Darters after Gage Kilman picks up 3. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena.
Out of bounds?
Out of bounds, 3 seconds in the lane on number 5.
Okay.
3 seconds in the key is called against Cameron James. Picked off by Zach Anderson. Opportunity in transition, and can't get up there for the dunk, but second chance basket by John Latimer. Well, at least he gets an offensive rebound for that, so it helps his stats one way or another. Stuffed. Boy, a melee there. Darters fight for it, and they've got it. 3 for Myrick Davis. Wins with a nice assist there. Boy, that's... John Latimer is fouled on the attempt. He'll go to the line and shoot 2, and we can all catch our breath for a second here. Foul is called against number 11, Amarian Brown. That's his second, and the team's 7th. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder, this is the preseason. These games don't actually count. So you can imagine where we're going to be by the end of December.
This one made one.
Foul is called against number 22, Myrick Davis. His first personal foul, the team's 6th. Mattingly can't get it to go. Rebound to Lombardi. John Latimer, 4-3. The pass from Zach Anderson. Corinthian King to Uchenna Kelvin, 4-3. Davis in transition, charge. Offensive charge is called against Keon Davis. John Latimer took that. No bonus shots on offensive fouls, but it turns the ball over to the Darters. Zach Anderson with the basket and a chance to make it a three-point play. The foul is called against number 30, Zach Mattingly. That's his second personal foul and the team's 9th. Yes.
Who scored?
Basket by Omarion Brown.
Oh, actually, then two shot. Who is it on?
Foul is called against number 0, Uchenna Kelman. That is his first personal foul, the team's 10th, and so double bonus coming up for the Darters. Anderson shooting 2. Two misses for Anderson. Block is called against number 2, Zach Anderson. That's his second personal foul, the team's 7th. At the line, shooting 1 and 1, number 11, Omarion Brown. And it's a miss. Rebound goes to Leaf. Isaac Joseph, 3. Earl Lombardi to Rodney Wenz in transition for 2. Out of bounds, Darters ball. Checking into the game for Lyman, number 3, Barry Brown. And checking into the game for the Darters, number 5, Cameron James. Rodney wins on a second chance basket.
I don't remember, but it was a blowout.
Brown in the corner goes back to the other Brown. And it's going to get stolen by the Darters. Leaf makes off with it. We'll reset the play. To the corner. 3, no good for Joseph. Rebound goes to Hopkins. Opportunity in transition. Darters going full court.
That's 12 on the block.
Chris Daniel and Cameron James both got a piece of that. Greyhound basket by Keon Hopkins. An ill-advised pass is stolen by Mattingly. Mattingly gets it all the way over there. Zach Mattingly coast to coast to steal 2. Darter's going to try to get something done in transition as well. And they do on the second chance. Second chance basket by Rodney Wenz. Zach Mattingly with a basket and a chance to make it a 3-point play. The foul is called against number 5, Cameron James, his 3rd and the team's 10th. And that takes us to halftime. A frenzied first half will end in a 48-24 lead for the Darters headed into the locker rooms. We'll be back in 10 minutes. The Darters have the opening possession of the second half. Number 10, Brandon Johnson strikes first for the second half.
Who was it on?
30.
Foul called against number 30, Zach Mattingly, his third. The team's first this half at the line shooting 2, Earl Lombardi. Greyhounds going to try to get something on a transition, but the Darters get there in time. They'll go way back, and a wild shot from Merrill, no good. Rebound goes to Mattingly. Three-point basket by Corinthian King. Missed jumper goes to Caleb Fitzgerald on the rebound. Wild long shot from King and actually almost went in, but it bounces out and goes to Devin Leaf on the rebound. Earl Lombardi picks up 2. Merrill's 3 won't fall. Rebound goes to Latimer. Darters in transition for 3. Leaf can't get it to go. Bounces out, and the rebound goes to King. Darter foul is called against number 3, John Latimer on the block. That's his first, the team's first. Foul is called against number 23, Earl Lombardi, on the offensive charge, taken by Zach Mattingly. That's Lombardi's first personal foul, the team's second. When it looks like we have a frozen feed, we'll get that cleaned up for you in a moment here. Block is called against number 30, Zach Mattingly, his fourth personal foul, the team's second. At the line shooting 2, John Latimer.
Yeah, I've lost your feed. Can you translate? I don't have anything coming from you. Was that in?
And folks, we are going to work on the video here as quickly as we can while we continue to try to score the game. Darter basket by number 32, Rodney Wenz. And we're back. We appreciate your patience with that. Foul called against number 32, Rodney Wenz. That's his first and the team's third. To the paint, James not able to get it to go. Second chance basket scored by Rodney Wenz. He's up to 14 points tonight. Jumper no good for Davis. Rebound goes to Anderson. Tries to make something happen in transition, and he does. Zach Anderson to Rodney Wenz for 2 more.
He's about to tell us.
30-second timeout is requested by the Greyhounds. And we'll take it with him. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Lyman staring down the barrel of a running clock here if they can't do something to stem the bleeding real soon now. Cameron James draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot two. The foul is called against Greyhounds number 12, Adrian Otero. His first personal foul, and the team's third.
My score good 63-30.
Brown's shot from the baseline won't go. Rebound to James.
I'm good.
Three won't go for Wenz. Second chance, no. But an opportunity at the free throw line. Fouls called against number 24, Caleb Fitzgerald, his first personal foul. Team's fourth at the line shooting two, Rodney Wenz.
Yeah, so it's going to run now.
And so we are now officially in a running clock situation, 35-point differential in the second half. Clock will not stop for the remainder of the game, except for the end of the quarter and any timeouts. Gage Keelman for three on the pass from Amarian Brown. Joseph is 1 for 2 at the line. Foul is called against number 5, Cameron James, his fourth personal foul, the team's fourth of the half. Ten seconds. Jumper won't go for Brown. Rebounds to Joseph. And that takes us to the end of the third period. The Darters out to a commanding lead. 8 minutes left to go here in Game 3 of the Mustang Preseason Classic. We'll be right back. The Greyhounds have the opening possession of the fourth period.
Good, Jackson.
Double foul is called against Chris Daniel and Zach Mattingly. Jackson Edwards scores for the Darters. Offensive screening is called against Barry Brown. Foul is called against number 3. Barry Brown, his third, the team's 8th at the line, shooting bonus, number 12, Chris Daniel. Jackson Edwards is fouled on the putback attempt. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 for the Darters. The foul is called against number 30, Zach Mattingly. That's his 5th personal foul, and he'll retire from the game with 8 points and 1 rebound.
Hey, follow through. Follow through.
Stolen by Daniel. Good look by Edwards, but it won't go. Rebound to Davis.
Good move, Jack. Whoa.
Merrill can't get the jumper to go. Rebound goes to Edwards. Good look into Edwards. He'll go out to the top of the arc. Joseph sends Daniel to the key. Had a good look, won't go. Fight for the rebound goes to the Darters. Stud still can't get the second chance pass to go, and it is Jackson Edwards with a putback. Stolen by Isaac Joseph. Good idea, but the placement wasn't quite right. 3 won't go for Davis. Rebound to Studstill. Millay on the floor. Ball ultimately goes to Merrill. Brown can't get it to go from under the basket. Rebound to Joseph. Darters get to the front court. Wide open man on the corner. And it's good. Myrick Davis for 3 on the pass from Isaac Joseph. Gage Gilman hits a 3, and we'll pause for a Greyhound timeout. Full timeout, requested by Lyman. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena for the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds of Game 3. Darters in a commanding lead. Jumper won't go for Joseph, but Isaac Joseph goes after his own putback for 2. Darter foul is called against Chris Daniel, his second, the team's 6th. Scores 2 for the Greyhounds. Traveling, Greyhounds ball. Caleb Fitzgerald on the jumper. Myrick Davis for 3, the pass from Jackson Edwards. Traveling, Darters ball. Three won't go for Joseph. Stud still gets the steal. Out of bounds, Greyhounds ball. Isaac Merrill gets the last word of the ball game, and that takes us to the end of our first contest of the night. The Darters with a commanding victory, 78-45 is the final score. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for coming out tonight to support your Darter and your Greyhound athletes. Don't go anywhere. Game number 4 coming up next. The Mustangs will host the Lake Brantley Patriots to close out the 2019 Preseason Classic. For those of you listening to our online broadcast, we want to remind you that the 3rd game and the 4th game are 2 separate live streams, so you will need to exit out of this video and then get into the next one. We hope that we will meet you there in about 15 minutes.